if you're new here, my name is Catherine and I'm a knitter living in the French Alps. If you're not new here, thanks for watching and coming back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some knitting projects I would like to make in 2025. There are so many knitting patterns out there, and there are so many new knitting patterns coming out all the time, every week. It's very hard to choose a few and stick to them. Yeah, it's very hard to decide what I want to make and to plan something for a whole year. I don't know if it's the same for you, but there's always something new popping up and that I really want to make, and my plans are always changing. What I'm trying to say is that this is not a definitive list of patterns I will make this year, just because, as I said, I'm always changing ideas. I have so many ideas all the time in my head, and it's always changing, and this is just a list of things I would like to make this year, and some I will make, some I will not. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see at the end of the year what I made and what I didn't. I have my notes in front of me down here, so if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. Before I jump in, I just wanted to talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Terracotta sweater by Lene, Holme, Samsøe. I talked about it in a previous podcast video. I've been wearing it a lot lately because it's really lightweight, it's really flowy, and it's super warm, and it's just perfect, and I just love the feel of the yarn. It's Sandnes Garn Tin Pigment with drops, kid silk mohair, and also I used Sandnes Garn mohair. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all in my Ravelry page for the terracotta pots. The first project I'm going to talk about is the Irene Pullover. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this before. I have posted some pictures of my gauge swatch and also pictures of my progress on it. So I'm not going to talk about the progress today. I'll keep all of that information for a podcast episode. Today I'm just going to list all the sweaters and talk about the projects that I'd like to knit this year. So the Irene Pullover, I'd like to finish it. I really like this project. I haven't been able to work on it that much yet because I had some gift knits that I had to finish, but now that is all done. Now I can focus on what I really want to make for myself, and it's gonna feel good. So the Irene Pullover is by Trin-Annelie, and it's this gorgeous colorwork jumper with some flower motifs, and I didn't choose the exact same colors as the pattern suggests, but I did use the same yarn, which is Holt's Garn Super Soft, and you can find the colors I chose on my Instagram account, and also in the last podcast episode where I talk all about the colors I used. So I want to finish that first. Well, maybe I'll cast on something else at the same time, but I want to finish that for sure. Next is the Nia Sweater by Irene Lin. So when I saw this sweater on her Instagram account, I just fell in love with it. It's really beautiful. She made it in two versions, one with one strand of worsted weight yarn and one with light fingering weight yarn and a strand of mohair. I fell in love with both versions. I really like the worsted weight version, which is a bit more chunky, and then the one with the fingering weight with the mohair is light and fluffy and yeah, I really like both versions, and I did want to make both, but I think that for now I'm just gonna go for the second version with the light fingering weight with the mohair, because it might be easier to wear during spring as opposed to the other one. I've already got the yarn for this project, and I'm going to use Sandnes Garn Tin Pigment held with Sandnes Garn Tin Silk Mohair in the colorway Urban Chic. It's colorway 9080, and it's this muted deep green color. I did have a hard time choosing the color for this project because I didn't know if I wanted to make it in like a creamy color or something more colorful in a dark color. But yeah, when I saw this urban chic color, I went, okay, that's nice, let's go for that. We'll see how it goes. The Nia Sweater is a sweater that is worked top down. So you knit the front and the back, and then you join at the armholes, and then you knit in the round. So it's quite basic. I think it's a drop down shoulder. Yeah, it looks like a drop down shoulder, and it has this very nice lace pattern and also small cables, simple cables, and yeah, I just really like the overall motif and pattern for this jumper. So yeah, I'm excited for this project, and I can't wait to start it. The next sweater I want to talk about is the Urban Romance by Katuva Kika. So I got her latest book at Christmas, and so this pattern is part of this book. It's a really nice romantic sweater. It's a raglan construction, and it's knit from the top down, and it has lace on the front and the back, honeycomb stitches on the sleeves, and it looks very nice. It has these nice balloon sleeves too, and when I saw it in the book, I really just loved it, and I just put it on my wish list instantly. The version in the book is in a light pink color, but pink is not my color at all. I don't wear pink, so I really didn't know what to choose for this jumper. I might go for something like a burnt orange or rust type of color, because I know that suits me well. So I think maybe I'll go for something like that, possibly Sandnes Garn, because I'm used to that yarn and I really like it. It calls for a DK weight yarn held with a strand of mohair, so I suppose I'm going to go for pigment with Sandnes Garn silk mohair. Yeah, I think I saw a colour that I really liked. I haven't bought the yarn yet, but I've planned it out. The next pattern I'd like to make this year is the Vivi Pullover by Sari Nordlund. I would really like a nice cable sweater, and this pattern seemed like a nice idea for a first cable sweater project, because I've done colorwork projects, I've done simple textured projects too, but I haven't really done any cable works yet, and I think this one is quite simple, but it really looks good. Like, it really looks really nice. And also, I've never made anything from Sari Nordlund before, and yeah, I look forward to making this. It calls for light fingering held together with lace to make a DK weight yarn. It has a boxy fit, drop shoulders, and it's knitted top down again with yeah, cable pattern is on the front, on the back, and on the sleeves. So there's a lot of cables, but they're simple cables normally, so it should be okay. For the color of the sweater, I'm hesitating between a dark blue, because I don't know, I would like a dark blue cable sweater, but I dream of having a basic cream cable sweater, like, you know, like the one Rory's wearing in the first episode of Gilmore Girls. Okay, it's not the same pattern, it's different. The one she's wearing is a bit more chunky, but I just love the look of a cream white cable sweater. So yeah, I haven't decided yet. Maybe on a dark blue, maybe on a cream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I can always make this one in blue, for example, and go for something a bit more not sophisticated, but a bit more intricate in white or cream. The possibilities are endless. One thing I really liked about this pattern is the detail around the collar, where you have the design that goes around the collar and then goes down in the front. And it just, I mean, it's really well constructed, it's really nice, it's really beautiful. The next knitting project I'd like to make this year is the Coffee Cardigan by Martine Jacobsen. And so it's a really cute v-neck cardigan with a nice motif, which looks like it's just simple rows of pearls, of ribbing and stockinette stitch, and it just creates this really nice motif that I really like. And I love the version she's wearing in the photos of the pattern. It's this creamy color, and it just looks chunky and soft and squishy, and it looks really comfortable. And yeah, I don't know, I just think it would be a really nice garment to have and wear and to just throw on when I need to. It calls for light fingering yarn held together with lace to make a DK weight. It's a slightly oversized cardigan, worked top down. The body is worked back and forth, and then you pick up the sleeves to knit them in the round. It's quite a basic construction, and yeah, it just really looks very cute. I don't know what colour I would like to make it in. I was thinking of a cream colour, because I don't know, I just like cream. It goes with anything. But I don't know, maybe I would go for a colour. I haven't decided yet, but I would like to make this one. Next we have the Winter Albina by Caitlin Hunter. I think this is a fairly new pattern. It was published in January, and when I saw this on Ravelry, I was, I want to make this one. It's really nice. It's, I don't know, something about it just speaks to me. I love the stripes, and I love that the bottom of the jumper is a color block. The construction just makes it really interesting. So it's a chunky version of her Albina sweater. It's knitted top down again. And then, I mean, I suppose you work the front and the back, and then you join at the armholes, and then you pick up the arms and knit them separately. Then the rest of the body is knitted in the round. It's an oversized fit again, and I just really love the colors she's used in this sweater. I don't know, the photos, the project photos are they're really, really beautiful. It looks like a drop-down shoulder construction. Yeah, I really love it. I really, really like it, and I would really like to make it. I have no clue what yarn I would use and which colors I'd use. Maybe I'll try to stay as close as what she has in the pictures, because that's the one I really like. I don't know if I'd go for black and cream or grey, or maybe change the black for something like a dark blue. Maybe a dark blue and like a light cream would be nice too. Yeah, possibly. That would be nice. It calls for a worsted yarn. I think she uses Ritual Dyes Elder yarn, and I don't know if I can get that in France. I might have to look at some alternatives. But yeah, I just find it really modern and chic, and also, I don't know, I just like it. I really do like Caitlin Hunter's patterns. I've never made any before, but I really, there's a few that I'd like to make. But this one, yeah, I think this one would be nice this year. Now on to t-shirts, because this year I'd like to make some t-shirts for spring and summer using cotton and or linen. I've knitted a few jumpers. I've knitted a cardigan, but I've never knitted any t-shirts, and I think that it would be nice to have a knitted garment for summer and or spring that I could really wear. So, well, that would mean no wool for one, because we can have some quite very hot summers here. I have been looking for some patterns using linen and or cotton or silk, and I found a few that I really like and I'd like to make this year. So the first one is the Classic Tee by Darling Jadore. So it's, as it says, a classic t-shirt. It's a raglan construction with a round neck. It's just a basic t-shirt shape, and that's what I would want. I want a basic t-shirt, a stockinette stitch, classic tee, just to have something in linen or something else that I can wear during the summer or spring. So it's seamlessly knitted top down on circular needles. It's a raglan, and it calls for DK weight yarn. I just realized that I got the wrong weight yarn for this project. I already bought the yarn, and I just realized that I bought fingering weight yarn instead of DK. Huh. We'll have to see how what I can do for that to make it work. Maybe I'll have to change the pattern. We'll see. Okay, so I got Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. I got it in this really, really beautiful blue color, which is Blue Tit, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful blue color. Okay, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do instead. I have to try and make it work somehow. We'll see. Next, the second t-shirt I'd like to make. So it's called the Kylie Pullover by Irene Lin, and it's a lace jumper, but it also has this short-sleeved version that you can easily turn it into a t-shirt. And I was thinking of making it in linen, and I think that would be really nice for the summer. So the version she shows in the pattern photos is made with Sanders Garn Line, which is made with cotton, rayon and linen, so I'm going for the same yarn so I won't have any bad surprises. So I had a look at the colours, and I was wondering which colour I would use for this. Am I going to go for like a basic cream colour, or maybe some vibrant colour? I mean, for spring and summer, it's nice to have some vibrant colours instead of just cream and beige and browns and dark autumny colours. I love them. I love oranges and terracotta and browns and deep blues and all of those colours. I just love autumn vibes, but in summertime you just need a pop of colour, and that's why I went with So Sandra's Gone line, as I was saying, and the colourway is Raspberry. It's a nice pinky red colour. It's vibrant, and I think it would be perfect for this. I actually saw a project from someone who used this colour for this project, and I loved it. And yeah, so that's why I went for this one, and I think it's going to be really, really nice. The garment has this really beautiful lace pattern to it, and it's very airy, and I think it's just perfect for the summertime. And it's perfect for when you want to wear hand knitted items when it's hot and warm. So linen is supposed to be a fibre that is very breathable, and I've never used it before, so we'll see how that goes. It'll be fun. The last t-shirt I want to share is a summer top, actually. It's the Maia Summer top by Bella Helms. It's knit with fingering weight yarn, and in the patterns they suggest Sandra's Gone Tin Line again, or Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. And what I really like with this pattern, actually I was looking for a t-shirt with lace pattern down the front, and this is exactly that. It has this cute lace pattern in front, but it also has a different pattern in the back with some buttonholes and some buttons, and you can wear it back to front. You can wear it which way you prefer. If you want to have the buttons in front or the buttons in the back, you can wear it as you want. But I really like the version with the nice big lace pattern in the front. I don't want to make the button band at the back because I just want a simple top, even if it has this intricate details. But yeah, I don't want the button band, and I don't want the version with what they call the peplum. So it has this part at the bottom where it goes outwards a bit. And no, I just want a straight version, and that's it. And I just found actually today the yarn I might use for this, and that is I have to go and fetch it because I can't remember the name of the yarn. So yeah, I just bought it today. It was on offer at my local yarn shop, and it's BC Garn Alino, so it's 50% linen and 50% cotton. And they had 2 skeins left, just 2, and it's this bright cream colour, and so I think it's just going to be perfect for this project. I just hope it's going to be okay gauge wise. I suppose so. I didn't check actually, I just saw it on offer, 50% off. I just picked it up and bought them. Yeah. So yeah, I think that this is going to be really nice with this, and I'm just thinking that maybe if the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk is Pure Silk, is it Pure Silk? I'm sorry, I should have prepared this a bit better. I just jumped in the video. I just felt like filming this video and just jumped in, and I did a bit less note taking as I usually do. Sorry. Anyways, what I was saying is I think that yes, Pure Silk. I hope if the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk yarn I bought for the classic tee doesn't match and I just can't make it work, maybe I could use that to make a second Maia Summer top. That would be nice. And it would be fun to see the difference with the difference in fibre, how it affects the t-shirt, well the top, because this is cotton and linen, and then the Pure Silk is silk, and I think it's 100% silk. I mean, it's in the name, so it should be, I suppose. Yeah, I think the flow will be different. I think the shine will be different. I think, yeah, it would be interesting to see how they both differ from one another. There's also some non-published patterns that I would love to make this year, but I said, they are not published yet. And I don't know if they will be published in 2025, but when they come out, I would really love to make them. For example, the lovely Colorwork sweater, which does not have a name yet, by Fiber Tales. So it's the one she's wearing in one of her latest podcast episodes, and it's just this brown and black and creamy striped colorway jumper she made a few years ago, and I just love it. I really love it, and I really hope she will make it into a pattern and publish it, because I would love to make it. I would love to make one too. That would be really nice. As I said, these are the patterns I'd like to make as of today, but I'm sure there's going to be loads of new patterns coming out during the year, and I'm sure this list is going to change. Maybe there's loads of patterns I won't be making at all, and maybe I'm going to change everything and make something completely different. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to stick to this. We'll see how it goes. I'm not putting any pressure on myself, because I know that I'm going to change my mind during the year, and that's okay. It's okay. We don't have to. I mean, I'm not someone who's going to be able to plan months and months in advance. I'm going to make this, and that's it. No, I don't function like that. If I have, you say in French, a coup de cœur. Yeah, if I fall for some pattern that's published during the year and I really want to make it, I'm just going to make it. And if that changes the whole, it's not a plan, but my whole wish list, well, okay, it doesn't matter. I might be able to make the ones I haven't made this year next year, or year after. Or maybe not. And I mean, knitting is not supposed to be something with, it's not supposed to give you pressure. It's supposed to be a craft to make you feel good and happy with what you're knitting and making. And it's not supposed to be a burden. So, yeah. There you go. I don't know, that's how I see it. Maybe you see it completely differently. Maybe you need to plan in advance, and yeah, good. If that works for you, great for you. It does not work for me because I just know I'm going to change my mind. It works for the colorways too. I'm always changing my mind. You never know how it's going to turn out. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you liked it. And as I said, no pressure. You don't have to put any pressure on yourself on what you make this year. Knitting is supposed to be something that gives you joy, and yeah, it's not supposed to be something that gives you stress. Anyway, I'd love to know what you're working on right now, and if you're like me, you can't plan in advance and you're always changing your mind, or if you can plan in advance and stick to your plan, which is great. Yeah. Are you like me, or am I just weird? Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.